Hello, lovies, beautiful souls. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Blessings to you all. I just wanted to take a few minutes and do a more personal message to you guys. I'm getting ready to head out for camping this weekend, so I'm not going to be logging in, which is all good. I need to get out in nature. We all do. We all need to connect with Mother Earth and really experience the beauty and the magic that nature has to unfold before us. Um, I wanted to share something that's kind of been on my mind and on my heart. Just interacting more and more with people, and um, it's just been an observation of mine through interacting with more, just getting out into the community and talking to people. One thing that I'm sure everybody is aware of when we're communicating with one another, a lot of people and the ego tend to trail what the other person is communicating to us. So as I'm speaking, the person I'm communicating with is hooking on to certain key words and key phrases that stimulate something within them, and then they're backed with a response, and you're so immediate to respond to somebody communicating with you. I think one thing that I've practiced and not mastered, but something that I have always tried to do when communicating with people is to create a sacred place where I listen, where I take each word and each sentence for what it is. I don't try to dissect it, and I don't try to come up with a comeback. It's not so much a competition where we're all trying to get in there with what we're trying to say. Um, for me, and in this experience, being a listener and really opening my heart to hear the message of the other person's heart has created sacred a sacred space between the people I come in contact with, and it allows them to unravel what they're trying to say. And then it's kind of amazing, a shift happens when I'm communicating with a person. They'll usually start with a very egotistical driven, me, self-driven thought, and then towards the end of the conversation, it ends up being really heartfelt and really intimate. And I think that's one of my gifts in this world, in this experience, is to give people that sacred space to where they can truly work through what they're thinking and feeling, and then through that process, without me rebuttaling everything that they're saying, it creates this flow of energy that's very peaceful. And my thoughts on that are, if we could just open our hearts and truly listen to what another human being is telling us, this creates an opportunity for growth. And it creates a space amongst hearts where we can be open, genuine, and authentic, and just really have our true nature and our true essence come out. So what I would just like to end that on is that maybe we can work on that as a whole, just setting our intentions on listening and hearing people out rather than rebuttaling and trailing on the end of another sentence. The realm that we come from, there are no words. And I think that our words and the language barrier, what one is trying to communicate, it is often jumbled and misinterpreted. How often do you say something and the other person, rebuttals with something, or they take what you say and they misconstrue it and misconceptualize and create their own interpretation of what you're trying to put out there? It happens all the time, and I've noticed this. So if in a situation where somebody's communicating with us and they're trying to tell us something, I think they just want you to listen. I don't think they're looking for somebody to rebuttal or to emphasize what they are or aren't doing. I hope that kind of makes sense. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I think if we set our intentions on listening to one another, then we're one step closer to a peaceful existence amongst our brothers and sisters. So I will leave you guys with that. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. I know me and my little guy, and a few friends, we're in for a treat this weekend. We're gonna get out in nature, do some camping, I'm sure some hiking and rafting. It's gonna be a damn good time, and I'm so excited to get out. But yeah, I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a great weekend. Peace and one love.